What's up, guys? Nasser coming at you with another multiverse patch notes video, and let's try not to make this one as long as the last one, but we're gonna go through this real quick. So this is the hitbox last hurtbox update. This is something I've been fucking looking forward to, because the hitboxes in this game were one of the things that fucking infuriated me the most. If you look at some of my videos, you see that, but let's not waste any more time. So Gizmo's coming on 9/8, which is today, so he's out now, which I like that the patch notes come out and they're like, okay. And the character's also out right now too. I haven't updated mine multiverse yet, so I ain't looked at it. He has his popcorn is ready to pop off. Spectator mode now displays team colors properly. Fast setting has been added to support lower end PCs. Okay. And this is a model difference for the hurt boxes. So you can see now, instead of it just being not anywhere near the character, like right here, this is going between Wonder Woman's legs. Now it's actually modeled to the character specifically, like it's actually wrapped around her body instead of loosely being around her somewhat base. Like this, like you got that like pill shaped design where they just like, okay, if her legs were like closed and she's standing perfectly straight, it'd more accurately be her hurt box. But I think it's that pill shaped design even when she's like jumping in the air and through certain animations. So that's why, you know, the hitbox sometimes would be acting a little funky because on your screen you look like you hit them, but then, you know, it'd be like this. You're looking like you hit them, but their character model doesn't fit perfectly in the hurt box. So now, you know, it looks a lot more accurate to how her actual body is positioned. You notice that the hurt box are closely tied with the animations now after the update. Hurt box update on every character. Hurt box update on most attacks. Specific adjustments may not be listed in the character notes. Projectile system update. Damn, this might be a big ass patch note, so low key might be a little bit longer than I wanted to, but fuck it, we're gonna try to get through as fast as we can. Standardized opposing projectiles to always clank. Destroying both projectiles good, because sometimes, you know, some projectiles will go through other ones. Introduce the heavy projectile. Heavy projectiles break enemy projectiles, can also clank with other heavy projectiles that cannot be reflected. Okay, so now not all projectiles just get reflected by some characters. Barriers and buffs that block projectiles more consistently block all projectiles. Projectiles that explode no longer hit fighters that block the projectiles. Directional action key mapping for keyboard. Okay, so I'm not gonna read that one. You can read that one because, you know, I don't play on keyboard, I play on controller. So if you play on keyboard, for example, you can read this right here, so you know you can see what it's about, but I'm just gonna skip past that. Miscellaneous gameplay update. Adjusting character mesh vertical offset so the character's feet do not clip into the floor as much. This change also includes adjusting the floor collision for following map: Scooby-Doo Haunted Mansion, the Rick and Morty map, for 1v1s, the tree fort on 1v1s, and all versions of the Sky Arena. Wall, floor, ceiling bounce no longer restores dodge and meter energy. So just hitting one of the edges or ceilings or the floor doesn't give your dodge back. I didn't know it did, but okay. Introduce or improved input handling when an attack/special is executed at the same time as jump. In the past, it was possible for jump to interrupt attacks and specials, thus leading to ignored actions. This change will improve the responsiveness of short hop attacks and specials. Okay, that's good. Any perks here that matter to me? Just looking over them really quickly. Not any that I see right here that pertain to me. If you want to look at these perks, go ahead right now, pause the video, but I'm just gonna keep going. Maps, the 2v2 tree fort trampoline, tree health reduced to 15 from 30. Okay, so those trees aren't gonna be there as long. Thank God. That was one of the things I hate about that map, especially being bugs. I don't like to do the up rocket as much. I like doing the horizontal one to try to throw it into my opponents as quickly as possible, but you know, when the trees are up, you can't do that. You gotta only go for the up ones until both the trees are gone, or at least for one of the trees to be gone. So okay, that's good. Fix minor asymmetry in main platform collision so that now it's perfectly centered. Added a new floating platform to both versions of that map. Okay, so the Rick and Morty map with the floating heads got a new platform. Okay, but this is what we all came for. Arya buff. Remove 5% additional damage taken debuff. Nerf. Reverted to early access version of up special. Okay. Fix the bug that caused Arya's dash on hit to stop working at their task, turns her into a chicken. And fix the issue where long lingering hitboxes on Arya, stolen face neutral special. Okay, long lingering hitboxes. Batman. Knockback angle change to send victims more horizontally. When landing the attack will also carry movement momentum earlier. That I don't know why, but to me that was worded really weirdly. Fix the bug that was preventing projectile sidestep from dodging all projectiles. Fix the bug that was causing the first jab to be delayed going into the jab 2 when playing online. Okay, damn, they just can't give my man bugs a break. Rocket now classifies as a heavy projectile purple effect added to indicate armor break properly. Okay, so the rocket can break armor now. Okay, good to know, because I'm pretty sure in the past it didn't. Rocket now classified as a heavy projectile. Safe now classified as a heavy projectile. I don't know why rocket being classified as a heavy projectile is just a change, but the safe being classified as one was is a nerf. I don't get that one, but okay. Recovery land cancel window delayed 2 frames on the air down. Okay. Hitbox active frames reduced for the up air. Air side attack, remove land cancel window delayed 3 frames. Frame window to cancel into another ground neutral delayed. His weight's been lowered by 5, and hitbox active during reduced to 0.25 seconds instead of 5 seconds. This one I don't see as a nerf. The rest of these are obviously nerfs. I'll have to play both to see how they feel, but this one I don't see how this is a nerf. But then this one is just a regular change. I don't get that, but okay. Finn getting buffs, thank God, because you know they fucking neutered him after the last one. Remove 5% damage taken debuff. Increase starting goal to 200 from 100. Okay. Fix the issue where the shockwave from high fiving an ally will not hit enemies. Adjusted vacuuming hitbox to more consistent combo to the final hit on his air special. Thank you, because they took it away altogether, and I felt like I could not hit anybody with his air up special anymore. Like I get before it was too strong, but I just felt like they killed that move altogether. And that was one thing with Finn pertaining to his gold that I didn't use anymore, because it just felt like for me it was too hard to get gold now, because they nerfed it and made it so like not all the moves would get gold anymore, or some moves don't even get gold. So it's just like, damn, you made it fucking even harder to do something, because you know before it was like, okay, it was easy to kind of stack up gold. After the nerfs though, it was like it's kind of hard to even get gold, let alone, you know, get enough to actually use it. In the ground down special, increased minimum distance traveled. Garnet got buffs. When Garnet bubble a projectile, the projectile will not be able to hit herself or allies until the bubble expires. Increased projectile speed from 2200 to, or increased it to 2200 from 2000. The side attack one on hit cancel window is moved earlier. Harley got some more buffs. Remove 5% additional damage taken debuff, and increased to 1875 from 1825 for movement speed. So she's just a little bit faster, and she takes a little bit less damage because of this assassin passive, which I'm assuming is just her passively being an assassin. Iron Giant, more nerfs. Remove rage mode, gray health reduced from 15 from 30. His air up attack reduced damage to 5 from 6. His air around neutral ability and ammo cooldown are now static cooldowns. Static cooldowns are not affected by cooldown reduction perks or buffs. Consuming an item or Iron Giant art will still grant 1 bolt, and his whiff recovery has been increased on his air neutral attack. Jake got more nerfs. I mean, definitely glad to see that. If Jake eats multiple opponents, he will spit them all out on the first spit. Okay, 'cause I'm pretty sure before it was like a thing he spit one out, waited a little bit, and then spit the other one out. Attack duration reduced to 3 seconds from infinite duration for his air slash ground down special. I think that's the skateboard. With recovery, increased 6 frames for his air side attack, and his air down attack is damage reduced on the first 2 hits. Why is LeBron still getting buffs? He doesn't need any more buffs. He's honestly like not that hard to well, I ain't touched him, but it don't seem like he's that hard to play. Cause from what I see, people just be spamming the move where he dropped down to the ground because of the splash effect it does, and that move does too much damage sometimes. Knockback angle are pushed to be more horizontal on the air down attack. Enemies can no longer hit the basketball. Why not? See, I don't. So if he throws it, you just can't hit it, so you just gotta dodge it. Okay. Ball, ground, neutral special, ground, pass, projectile speed, increase, air version is unaffected. No ball, air side special, hitbox active frame window moved 3 frames earlier. Hitbox active frame window moved earlier for the ball, ground, up attack. And the ball, ground, down, cancel window moved earlier. Okay. Morty getting some buffs. This is the first time Morty's actually got in touch. I just realized that. Now clean up Tom and Jerry Mousetrap. Cleans up Garnet Electric Zone with his Columbus. I was about to forget what that shit was called. Ally Grenade passive has been enabled. Ammo cooldown reduced or increased to 13 seconds from 12. Fixed issue where Morty or his allies will randomly pull back to the save point. This will not only trigger when his allies near the blast zone. I hated that shit because Morty would just randomly pull you to where he saved that, and I was like, what the fuck? I was not anywhere near it, and it just pulled me over there. And sometimes that puts you in a really bad scenario. Portal aim reticle now only shows for the Morty player in online matches, so nobody else can see it, which is good because it's kind of like Superman with his reticle. More consistently, his projectiles on his ground side special. Fix the issue where the blaster could spawn 2 shots when fired. Fix the issue where the blaster could spawn 2 shots, so that was a bug like maybe Bugs' rockets. A fixed jab combo now connects more reliably. Rain dogs got more buffs. Enemies can no longer hit the spit projectile. Vacuum knockback applied to the first hit to help the 2 hits chain together more reliably. I don't know why that doesn't have a combo right there. It fucking threw me off for a second. Holding down and dodging no longer cancels into the next attack and quickly to prevent extremely rapid firing of projectile attacks. And damn, Shaggy got nerfs. Super Saiyan now classified as a heavy projectile. Bug fix correctly branches to other attacks on hit for non-raid side special. Armor removed from the attack and knockback angle pushed to the more horizontal. Damn, he don't even got armor on his ground down attack no more. His weight's been moved down to 68 from 76. Jump cancel into ground up air special is delayed to prevent true combo into air up special because it was killing at unexpectedly low damage. Yeah, Shaggy could combo into some fucking high damage really quickly. After spawning 2 shields with his up special, Steven must land on the solid ground before he can spawn more shields with his up special. Yeah, because they used to just be spamming shields. Superman got nerfs. Added with recovery. Fixed the bug where Superman could grab enemies from far away after they bounced off walls. Yep, like if you did it. I never did this. I never learned how to do it, but I remember there was a thing where if you did it immediately, he could grab you and he would be nowhere near you. Now has ammo cooldown. Superman spawns with 2 ammo on his air ground down special. 1 new ammo returns every 8 seconds. What's that for? The lasers? Okay. Hitbox active frames reduced, and then hitbox adjusts so the attack. Okay, that was weird. Where is that? Superman, I think it was on his last one. Hitbox adjusted so the attack no longer hits behind him. Okay, yeah, that was it. And then we got Taz. Damn. Buffs. I thought it was gonna be mainly nerfs, but we got buffs and 1 nerf. Ava now classifies as a heavy projectile. Fixed issue with Taz. Items thrown animation. Taz ally can only enter the dog pile 1 time per use. Beach cobbler or beach combo. Beach comber Taz. Oh, that's his skin. Okay, hat fixed to look more like his profile icon. That word fucking threw me off because I was like, what the hell is a comber? Max tasty stacks increased to 18 from 16. Okay. Taz can now eat and spit bugs as safe. Rockets and Shaggy. Wait, safe? I understand. The rocket though? Okay, you just made Taz able to eat a lot of projectiles that people like to throw. Especially for bugs, you just addressed his two main projectiles, and then you just threw Shaggy sandwich in there. Could have threw like Tom and Jerry's fucking shit in there too. On cooldown, tornado duration increased from 45 seconds to 0.25. Reduce recovery frames decreased to allow for better combo follow-up. Allows canceling to dodge and jump to be able to escape while in the air. Allows canceling to dodge and jump to be able to escape while in the air. That's the exact same thing, so they just copied it right there, okay? I was about to say, I saw a buff, I was about to get hot. I was like, no, it needs to be nerfs. Just straight nerfs. Fuck this buff, bro. Split dynamite stack now detonates when they hit terrain, which is good because I don't think they did before. I think they just hit the ground and stayed active. Jerry no longer hits the enemy immediately after the rockets explode. His damage compensated. Added 3 frames of whiff recovery. Jab hit 1 hit active frame window moved. Nah, that's not enough nerfs, bro. You need to make that dynamite split. I say give him 1 if he starts spamming it too much. Velma still getting nerfs. Instead of calling the police, Velma now solves the mystery and calls the mystery game, and the mystery machine takes the bad guys out. Ah, that's a dope change. Didn't think they'd do something like that. It'd be cool if she still called the cops, but you can toggle it. So like if she's wearing a certain outfit, she calls the cops. If you wear a certain outfit, she calls the mystery ink game. But that's cool. No longer applies weekend stack on hit. No longer heals Velma when she hits an ally with a speech bubble. Reduced to 2100 from 2200. And lastly is Wonder Woman. Lasso is no longer classified as a projectile. Okay. No longer breaks projectiles while charging her ground down special. Her movement speeds have been decreased to 2225 from 2250. And her weight has been reduced from 71 to 76. Okay, so I don't know how I feel about this, because I feel like where's Tom and Jerry at? I feel like they need more than just whiff recovery buffs, because you didn't touch any of their projectiles. If anything, you still made one of his projectiles really good. Like, the whole thing about him is he can just spam projectiles and it's hard to get in on him. So it's like, okay, you added whiff recovery, or you added 3 frames of recovery on it, but those projectiles are still the exact same as they were before, so they're still gonna hit the same. So you didn't really tone him down, in my opinion. I'll have to see going against one, but from just the looks of this, it doesn't look like he's been toned down at all. It actually, with this one, looks like this is a buff, and you just added recovery, and you know, you made his active frame window move 2 frames later for the jab hitbox. But like I said, it's still, it doesn't seem like he got enough nerfs. I feel like he needs more. Like, if you're giving Superman this many, and you're giving, where's Bugs at? And you're giving Bugs this many nerfs, I feel like Tom and Jerry need a lot more. But besides that, everybody else seems like alright. I didn't see any other ones that, like, any other characters that needed nerfs that like were egregious and they got buffs. This is the only one I don't agree with, because I feel like LeBron doesn't need any more any more buffs. I feel like you need to start toning him a little bit down, because I feel like LeBron and Tom and Jerry team is too OP to go against, because it's just projectiles all over the screen and you can't get in on either one of them, in my opinion, in my experience. But all right, let me know down in the comments below how y'all feel, who you feel like should have been touched it, and if they didn't get nerfed or buffed in the ways you want to, let me know down below, and I'll see you on the next one. Like this video, subscribe if you're new, subscribe if you're new, fuck, I can't talk, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.